When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. Woo! There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You're listening to The Rod Eccles Show.
835-3224 is the number, toll-free number to call if you listen to join me live here on the Rod Eccles Show. Again, that's 603-835-3224. You know, the thing about hero worship is that we often worship the wrong. It's kind of like having a false god. You worship a false god, and you find out that they don't deliver what you think they should deliver, what you want them to deliver to you. It's the same thing with false heroes, but it's kind of interesting to note that I don't hear when asked who people's heroes are, it is rare indeed for anybody to in modern day to cite a politician as their hero. I mean, you would think. And that, with the advent of the first black president, half-black president, that many a black child would look up to Barack Obama as their hero. They don't list him as their hero. They don't. Now, unfortunately, for a lot of inner-city blacks, the father is not in the household and is not often very active within the family unit in raising the children. So obviously the kids, especially the young boys, do not have that male influence, and they cannot say that their father is their hero. I guess I was, come from a family and was lucky enough that I can say that about my father. And I'm sure many of you out there who are listening under the sound of my voice, if you're over the age of 30 or 35, you can probably say the same thing about your dad. No, yeah, I mean, they're obvious. I'm not going to harp on those that that were deadbeat fathers or missing fathers or what have you. But for the majority of people, boys and girls can say, yeah, that their dad is one of their heroes for a number of different reasons. But you don't see that people saying, well, who are one of your heroes? And, real life people, and, we'll often get some actor or actress and some musician, some sports star. But you won't get a politician. Oh, you'll get more business leaders than politicians being people's heroes. Now, isn't that interesting? So we have this is not, I don't want people to think that this is by no means a eulogy for my dad. First of all, he's still with us. And, God could intervene and say, Robert Eccles, your job here on this planet is not yet done, which would make us all in the Eccles household very elated, but we're also very understanding that it's God's will, not ours. And if he's called home, we do have the sense and the peace within us to know that we will be united with him again at some point. It'll be hard to live on this planet without him, but knowing that we will see each other again gives us all a little bit of peace. And if you're a liberal, isn't that what it's all about, having a little bit of peace? And if religion, a good, normal religion, can give you that peace, like Christianity or Judaism or even Buddhism, why would you be so against it? I don't know, but that's another topic that I'm not going to get into. We got too much other stuff to cover, but I just wanted people to understand how I feel about hero worship, heroes, and who my main hero is, and why I might be the way I am, and why I have become the person who I became, is because they built the foundation, they being my parents, they built the foundation of who I am, and I've built on that based on them. Plain and simple. We live in speaking of living in an era that's a little bit different, when it comes to the wonderful superhero movies and how it's so different today versus what it was, a couple of generations ago. that also translates into how we work. And I know we're constantly, today was, I actually loved it, but today was rather hot. I know we got all these global warming people. I think there's I got some global warming news here, but yeah, I do. Obama, we'll get into that probably in the next hour, but Obama and his EPA is trying to devastate the coal industry and other energy producing industries like he promised, trying to bankrupt them. But today was a nice hot day. Now, frankly, in New England, we haven't had many over the past few summer seasons, so it was kind of welcome. And the little bit of humidity there, and I guess we're supposed to have some thunderstorms later today, and so hopefully they don't happen while I'm on the air, because what usually happens when a major thunderstorm around here anyway is that the power and the internet go out. It's actually more believe it or not, it's often more the internet goes out than the power does around here, which is really sad, because there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about well, I can't really do anything about the power, but there really isn't much you can do about the internet either. Sure, you can probably try to go wireless, but then you wouldn't get the same type of quality and speed that you get from regular internet service, be it Fios or that's another thing. Wasn't it? And this is why I'm watching the was it Google Fiber or Google whatever Google Wire or whatever it is. I'm watching it with a little bit of out of the corner of my eye with a little tick in my mouth. The corner of my mouth is kind of turned up because I'm not believing it. I'm not believing when Google says, yeah, we're going to expand this fast everywhere. Really? That's what they said about Fios too. Now I'm living in an area that's pretty decently populated, and you would assume that in a decently populated area and near and around a state's capital that you'd be able to get Fios, but we can't. And this is something that it boggles my mind. And some people say, well, it kind of costs a lot, to bring to wire or lay the fiber and that kind of stuff. And I say bullcrap because of what they're charging for internet rates. It's highly suspect. Well, maybe it's because they have to pay such high wages to everybody from the lineman all the way up to the CEO. Let's face it. You get those people. I know around here there's a I forget the name of the company. It's a very large cable service company. Now Comcast obviously doesn't have enough technicians and trucks to run around and try to fix everybody's or install everybody's cable service, evidently. So they subcontract this work out to private enterprises. And I know of one that's located like in the Londonderry, Hudson, Nashua area of New Hampshire. And they have like over 100 trucks on the road on a daily basis or something like that. It's a ridiculous amount. And I know each one of those guys is not making $15 an hour. They're making more than that. So I'm sure that, that one of the reasons why cable costs in this country are so sky high is that they have to pay some of those salaries. But at the same time, cable, if you're looking at the bottom line for most cable companies, be it, and you can lump Verizon, Fios into the cable TV category, even though they're not really cable, they're fiber optic. Did you know, by the way, Net Zero is still around? I saw it when you're sitting in the waiting room in the hospital, sometimes you get to the VA hospital has TV in the family waiting room, and I saw a couple of commercials, and one of those, the TV's constantly on 24/7, and they had a Net Zero commercial. I'm like, what's this? Net Zero? They're still around? Who uses dial-up anymore?